Hello and welcome back to the OGA Latin America Qualifiers. And this has been an absolutely incredible series coming out so far, Demo.
It's been... we kind of talked about saying that we didn't see a whole lot of like max games of like the full free maps as games ready for you. It was clean 2-0s, a couple of 2-1s in there. And now we kind of asked for we want to see closer matchups, James. We have seen 2 maps, we've seen 30 rounds, and we still have another potential 15 to go.
Just who wins this series? Neither team has been able to get a leg up on the other one.
I'll tell you who wins the game. Whoever gets more rounds.
Excellent stuff. So, the round difference is the same. So I guess we did a coin flip, and that means that MIBR get to choose what side they go to first. That means Black Dragons will get to choose what side they go in OT.
Defense first for MIBR, and looking at the bans, wouldn't really say it sways into the defense favor right off the rip, like Mavericks. Maverick can be sometimes pesky. We see that sometimes be featured on roster, but wouldn't say it's like the main operator. Different if we're dealing with like a Thatcher ban, for example. And then there's Mirror and Echoes. This is like B-Tech Villa. Nothing's out of the ordinary. It's just play ball, isn't it?
Yeah, I expect this to be pretty defender-sided. I don't think we've seen impressive attacks coming out from either team so far. Neither team has really proven that they can do a very effective execute. We've only ever seen them take offsites or the occasional core site. And it's just, it's not been very good. MIBL, however, starting out with a very risky play, is going to go to dining room and kitchen first.
Out of 30 rounds, we've seen 6 attacking wins.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's a 24-6 split. That's actually stupid.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. My word. I don't even think it's the case of like, oh, but it's just defender-sided maps. Border's not defender-sided. Not by a mile. Clubhouse still has some things going for attackers. Villa, I think we can kind of lead in towards some of the defender stuff, but then the bans doesn't really tell the tale. It's not as if there's any massive attacker bans being gone there. That's just both teams kind of attack to save their skin.
Oh, we'll have a look how things are going to be going through here as we see MIBR starting out on the defense here. Of course, this is for all the marbles. The winner of this map will be invited to the OGA pit LAN in December. And the winner of that will go to the Invitational. So, quite a lot on the line here, because no one wants to go through online qualifiers for Invitational.
Nope, never do. It's a cesspool, and you can face literally anything.
It's also a 75k prize pool for the LAN, so we're not joking around.
There's some money there as well.
Yeah, a little bit of money. Yeah.
Again, it's just this LAN event will probably be like the leftovers who didn't get to make it into Japan, pretty much, isn't it? Still, for MIBR, there's a lot of riding on them. Of course, a massive organization in its own, and Black Dragons who can kind of prove themselves and say, yes, we can run with the best of them. So both teams really wanted to make it there, and well, they've already shown us a great series, so back and forth, so evenly matched, and we don't know how this is going to turn.
John's going to be coming out in heavy amounts, but it looks like from Black Dragons, I see mostly a master side take to see what they can do. We see this quite a lot, of course, when we do see that basement defense, and really a lot of this is about getting that laundry wall open, but the fact that we brought a Habana here says to me that Black Dragons, this is not going to be easy for them to do. See what they do want to do there. Mozzie Drone, however, is going to capture that drone, and Wagger's going to pick it up. Live has just been the absolute monster of an entry fragment here for Black Dragons, and well, he's going to be heading in closet and just droning it out for his teammates, but it's going to be the first kill of the round going to the favor of Novice, but instantly get traded out by PZD. So, slowly but surely, Black Dragons are starting to wear away this defense in the top floor.
Still. Need more kills, though. Trying to take that upstairs, back from control and towards Observatory, but it doesn't work out for them. Another quick trade. PZD still there to refrag Live, who was put down by Cyber. Now, once again, all squared away, but look how low PZD and Wag both are. Panico does open up with his first kill, and it's down to Hugzord and M-King. Hugzord inside of B, in towards the tarp room is where M-King will try and stand. So a minute to go, and it's looking a lot better from Black Dragons on their attack. They've lost the box, so soft destruction really isn't an option. And to be honest, I don't know what their options are, because if you look at the health of PZD and Wag, they have to deal with goo mines now, more importantly.
Yeah, that PZD very, very low HP. As said, Wag also very low HP. Those Legion Mines could definitely be a big factor moving through. PZD, however, from above, Panico with a great nade kill is going to take Hugzod off the table. M-King going to be the last one remaining on the board for MIBR here in a 3v1. Barn charges are going to go down to that laundry wall as well. There's going to be this room smaller and smaller for M-King, give him less opportunities to play around. Drone is going to go through. Oh, what a shot from M-King. Takes Panico straight off the board. And all he has to deal with is the remaining members of Black Dragons and PZD and Wag, who are both insanely low HP. Wag starts to plant the diffuser down. PZD covers the cross as well. Just moves all the way in. M-King! What? But he knew that was getting opened.
Yeah, but I think he was expecting PZD to potentially play above and wasn't expecting him to rotate from downstairs and assist Habana. I think he was sheerly playing off the instinct that there's only going to be one guy towards laundry.
Oh, God.
You take a 50-50. In that scenario, you either go for it or you don't. He loses a 50-50. Away it goes, and well, we have an attacking win. What is this, James? No way. Crazy.
On an offsite, though?
Still Villa.
It's still Villa, it is true.
Still an attacking win where both teams can't attack to save their skin.
I'm not giving this to either team until I see a core site win an attack. If you've seen AVG attack win for Black Dragons here, I think that's definitely a really good start for them. But we'll have a look at how this is going to be going down. Pretty standard lineup coming out from MIBR. Definitely like the addition of the Valkyrie here. Of course, we do have at least one Nitro on the bottom. I'm going to assume that Bullet also has a Nitro on his side as well. The interesting thing that, I know it's a very, very small thing, but the fact that there's no thermite means they don't have to shotgun out the floor. Something that they would normally do if they wanted to. So, like, if the walls are bandited, what you can do is you put the thermite on the floor, and you can then that thermite charge goes off, and it opens at the very bottom of the floor. At which point you can shoot the bandits off, and you can continue to get the wall open. So, but normally you shotgun the floor to stop the thermite from being able to do that. So, we're not going to be able to do that at all. We're not going to be needed. Interestingly, no Maestro coming out from MIBR.
Depends how they want to play it. If they feel as if they don't need that information being brought in whenever they do have Valkyrie available, it's their decision, it's their choice. Relying quite heavily, I feel, on a very heavy roam game. You're bringing in the Jaeger to try and give that, of course, that bit of a boost to Cyber, and has that, and even, of course, having the Valkyrie, that also assists in the roam game. You have those cameras that you can scatter around the map to give information to Cyber. Also, Goo Mines being brought in once again by M-King, and those were very potent. You know, we could have seen a Legion clutch very easily just down to the Goo Mines being able to take out the low HP players. GDN drones out the Valkyrie, so they know they're up against some roamers, and let's see how they want to take around the hunt.
Well, we'll definitely see how that hunt does go down. Great drone work coming out from Black Dragons. Is going to be able to see we've got multiple roamers up on the board as well as the Jaeger just downstairs. Of course, Cyber from MIBR has been a big fragger and a big issue for Black Dragons as well. Panico should be able to drone that out. They're going to see if they want to chase that or not. It looks like Live will indeed try to do that. So you get your famous Live versus Cyber. Cyber already going to start to strike back and get some shots in. But drones are going to chase down Cyber. And we've already got PZD as well moving in from the other side.
Still low Live. Cautious as a mouse. Making sure nobody else could be lurking to try and bait him in as he tunnel vision hunts towards Cyber, but PZD will try and do that. It's a couple of shots alive, unfortunately gets picked off by the rotation from main stairs. And MIBR, they pick up 2 kills in that engagement, Cyber winning it against Sophia. And once again, MIBR, they have a great early lead, and we very rarely see them slip these away. And just add even more injury to insult. 2v5. GDN and Panico to try and pull it back, but it's up against them.
It definitely is up against them. It's now a 2v5 situation. As you mentioned, Demo GDN does move through, takes down Cyber, but they find themselves in a 2v4 still. This is very with it all to do right now. It's not impossible. Nitro is going to go out, but it's going to miss as Panico picks up his kill into Novice. So now they're starting to do the work, and they've hacked the cams as well. Actually give them a little bit more info, as well as where these Valkyrie cameras are at as well. On top of that, they should be able to recover diffuser here on the landing as drones are going to go out from GDN. It's going to bring his drone up from Astro. That's exactly what the situation is. But with only 30 seconds left to go on the clock, this is not looking good for Black Dragons to try and bin this in. Of course, plenty of utility still available for MIBR, including smokes from Hugzod, and Bullet has that Nitro up in his pocket. And going to be proning up onto the aviator door and see what he can do here. But he does have nades in his pocket. You should be able to throw this out. Oh, he sees where Hugzord is, just behind the bar. You should be able to throw a nade out here deep into side. There is ADSs available, but not there. Panico with a great nade. Finds one, finds two. Panico should be able to bring this in. He does a triple kill for Panico and a 4K across the round as Blood Dragons clinch the round, and they're looking so much better here.
That shot he hit in the man in bar is ridiculous with that gun. And just...
Panico played that absolutely perfect.
Yeah, he just absolutely went for Cyber instead. Anything you can do, I can do better. And in more style and more fashion.
Especially
I give it to him.
His opening nade, the nice, like, perfectly bounced. That man must have got an A+ in trigonometry.
You learn trigonometry?
Yeah, it's like its own thing, right?
No.
What do you mean?
Was that in like A-level mathematicians?
Well, you know, there's other fields that do things
Is that like
as well. You have your own...
Pythagoras' theorem? Is that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was just triangles.
So
Don't laugh at me.
We're gonna
patronize me.
Round number 3 now and see exactly how it is going to be going down. As you see, another AVG hold coming out from MIBR. Honestly, this should have been completely theirs. They completely threw this away last time.
So now do you believe in the attacks and how crazy it is? Because they just won an offsite. Or not an offsite, a key site.
Yeah,
so
they did. I mean, they did. I mean, yeah,
go
like
on,
Panico was
them,
insane.
Live up
He
to
definitely
it.
did.
Live up to the bet.
And I think that Black Dragons should be able to bring this in if they don't choke. We've already seen them choke once before. So.
Yeah, that's true. Choking is a big thing, and both teams, they've fallen victim to it. Both of them have let easy wins slip through their fingers. So we take up the mantle again for AVG, MIBR. Let's not throw it this time, and even honestly, Dragons, get a better start, because you lost 3 players in the space of 10 seconds before the minute mark even hit.
Yeah, they were really chasing the roamers, but weren't able to successfully do trades. I think what happened is they sent live through red hole to go down red stairs to cut off the rotate for Cyber, but Cyber was able to push up. He takes down PZD, and then live got caught up on the rotate of another member. So Jackal tracking is going to go out. However, from live, he's not getting caught out by roamers this time. I think that's good adaptation coming out. I don't think the book was really doing that much for them here.
Yeah, not a whole lot of kind of skeleton key potential, especially for AVG. If you want to go below, you can, but it's never really favored, and teams don't go for it because it doesn't give you a whole lot of standpoint in the round. Instead, also favoring, I just think, the clear potential. Again, it's miles better in Villa with a big, massive map. We've already seen MIBR utilize the basement to their potential. Cyber doing so, got a kill from it. And they have forced everybody away, though, from 90. So it will be a full north side take from Black Dragons. They will basically just try and push their way down 90 and put pressure also onto the B door. Don't know if it's the best option, because it doesn't really give them any hard breach potential. And whenever there is, I believe, a bandit on the vault wall, then they're not going to get through, and even impact tricking as well. It's going to be really tough for Dragons to actually make this work, and they're relying heavily on their own potential guns.
Well, they're going to get a lot of control, actually, right now. And they should be able to start to capitalize on that. Just about 1 minute left to go on the clock. Black Dragon is actually in a really good position right now. They have complete master control. They haven't been able to take any of these roamers off the board. However, it doesn't seem to have mattered that much. They will drone Cyber as he tries to come through onto the study door. Do a bit of damage himself as GDN tries to take a little bit more control here. It's like Panico as well. He's going to call out his meeting as well onto Logibomb. Flashbangs are going to go out, and that should deny the impact trick and come down. PZD making sure that no one can impact trick through the drone hole, but no! He gets off at the wrong point, and that impact trick will be successful. Cyber finds one as well onto GDN. And all of a sudden, this is starting to fall apart for Black Dragons.
Just an impact nade has been timed beautifully by MIBR. Own frag grenade, though, being tossed over the top of bar, and once more for Dragons, they're up against it. They have to rely on a quick, aggressive push with all the gun skill that they have. Smokes try to impair the vision, and the plant actually will not be killed. There's the cover from live. The C4 didn't land wide, which I'm really shocked by, and the quick peek around. Oh, but the kill still come in live. He has to try and pick it up, and somehow he does, but it doesn't matter. MIBR, they flood the bomb site, and just a split second missed shots from Dragons has cost them that round.
Still though, they're in a pretty good position to bring in the series. Right before getting underway now, and we'll have a look exactly what the defense is going to be from MIBR, and they're going to go again back down to the living room and library. Interesting that they've completely avoided wanting to go to statutory. They're going to go to what again is considered to be an offsite, but the worst of the two offsites. We very rarely see this defense on Villa, honestly.
Yeah, we never see this specific bomb site. It's very rare that we do, and now I'm even more intrigued that they've went here. I want to see their setup. Generally, it's unfavored, because teams can simply push in through those double walls towards that north side, and you can just walk up and plant in like a multitude of blind spots, so you really can't do anything against that. That's like the whole thing about it. That massive wall where the bomb chassis is, you can plant behind that. Nobody can really push into position to kill you. And also, the amount of vertical control you can gain as an attacking team is also insane. So I wonder if Dragons will try and utilize that. I doubt that they will, because they're not bringing the buck again. But they probably weren't expecting this bomb site to begin with.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that is true. I just do not think that this is a good sign whatsoever. No, this is actually going to go for his run out, but not able to find anything going on in the spawn peak world. I do like MIBR's kind of mentality towards this, that how they're holding it does make sense, like holding it from top heavy, right? Like this is kind of one of the only sites on Villa that you can hold like this, because of the upstairs area here is actually quite defendable, because it is essentially AVG.
Yeah, that's how they're kind of holding that. And we've seen similarities in other maps where you would basically try and hold like the top floor even though you're defending basement. You know, for example, Border, where we've seen that from both these teams. They held their vents as if they were holding armory. It's a thing that kind of happens that teams like to go for just to try and take away the destructibility factor. Black Dragons will try and clear out the roamers. Don't know how this is going to work out for them. Already a minute gone again, trying to get the drones in, but we know that a team like Black Dragons, they don't need a lot of time to create those impact kills, but more sloppy droning. And they've just lost live to Cyber once more. These two are just going at it.
Cyber's just doing so great to put bodies on the board in the favor of MIBR. He's going to do one yet again live, as you said. A big fragger coming out from Black Dragons is going to go down. That is a big mistake coming out from them. Is he going to try and deal with the Legion of M-King, but unable to do so just yet. And Black Dragons really slowing down on this push. Bullet looking to go for the wide peak here as well. BZD is expecting it, but no, he runs into the crossfire and goes down for it. What a mistake from BZD. And all of a sudden, Black Dragons find themselves at a severe disadvantage moving in.
Just the roam clear out, not strong enough for Dragons. MIBR managed to hold on. Holding on firm. Let's hope they don't throw this one away. But hey, we could be wrong. They could easily just toss this into the garbage. And still for Dragons, there's potential. Panic will live, so we never know where he could appear from and turn up. Minute to go, but it feels like MIBR, they're not going to give themselves away that easily. They're going to try and hold their angles and hold it firm. And quick aggressive jump out there from Jaeger makes that happen. And well, now it's looking grim for the Dragons. And see if they can try and push their way into the bomb site. Does get one.
Winnable though, but not anymore, as Panico is removed from the board. It's all down to GDN and a sliver of HP, and he'll be removed from the board. Bullet takes him down with a headshot, and MIBR will take round number 4, but they've evened it out to 2 apiece. They haven't managed to take an offsite though.
So they went for that library, and it has worked for them. Now they go for kitchen. So trophy statuary, nowhere
They just do
near.
not want to do that.
They don't want to go for it. Strange.
Wonder why.
Perhaps they know the Black Dragons are pretty good at attacking that. Perhaps they've had issues with their defense there. They feel as if they can win this map by not playing it. They instead choose their kitchen as kind of like their second point, and then library as their actual third. Strange way to look at it, but if it works for them, then who are we to kind of complain about it? Now we go to kitchen, which MIBR, they did lose. Dragons, they want an attack on it, but it was a slim one. Very down to the wire, as this game has just been all about down to the wire, and we still sit here, both teams evenly matched again.
So a clash site pick onto the Bandit, kind of interesting there. I think, honestly, that kind of reaction for Black Dragons was to bring the Nomad instead of the IQ, which I guess is good for MIBR if they did manage to bait that out, because now their Valkyrie cameras will, of course, be safe. It makes the Legion a little bit more effective as well. But as you said, This kitchen site was not good for MIBR. They've gone down here again rather than go to Statutory. See how that is going to be working out for them. But last time, Black Dragons had a lot of control very, very quickly here. Let's have a look how it can continue to go down. MIBR have done really well in the early game whenever they've had like a really strong roam game. Like, Black Dragons have been doing really poorly to take the roam game off the table.
It's been their big struggle. And even if we look at Border and we look at Clubhouse, exact same issues shone through. It was all about the roam game. And to be granted, one of the only attacks that they won in Clubhouse, or the only attack they won in Clubhouse, was down to them clearing out roamers. So we know if they have that control, MIBR, they look a lot weaker, but they have to get to that stage of actually winning those gunfights.
So, Black Dragon's going to begin in their push coming out from the Master side as GDN goes onto the Astro Repel and sees what he can do to cut off all of these rotates. So, of course, again, from their side, they're going to have to go for that Master push, get that vertical control, go for the laundry take, and do whatever they can on the opposite side. But so far for MIBR, they seem pretty content to let them have that control. We don't see too much of a heavy roam game coming out from them. Panico on the other side is going to try and make his way into our studio.
So, Black Dragons this time around, they have a much easier way of getting in towards the bedroom, but it's more the bathroom and trophy statuary type that they worry from, and Cyber does open up onto live again. Another first F for him. It's not what we were expecting after a great opening 2 games from him. And now MIBR, they have that lead. Still a bit of destructibility, though, being added in by Dragons. They have Sophia with breaching charges, and they can start trying to remodel the flooring. Still, though, roam game on par from what we expected, James. And I feel that Black Dragons, if they cannot keep these players under control, it's just going to end up as another really sad story for them.
Yeah, Cyber and Bullet still up on the board and available to do what they can. This is looking very bad for Black Dragons to try and do that work. As you said, they do have the upstairs control now, right above the site, and they can start to remodel it. And you can see they've already done quite a lot of that destructive work to cut off those rotates. It's going to be all to Black Dragons to do for the rest of it. Oh my god, Panico is going to go down after a very aggressive action. Novice is going to put him in the dirt. Now through into a 3v5. Panico definitely been a big fragger for Black Dragons going down along with Live. Black Dragons have lost a lot of their big fraggers now, and this is not looking too good for them. GDN does find one, however, is traded out onto PZD. Now we're in looking not too good in 2v5. Make that a 1v5 as there goes the Nomad Edge up, just get detonated, but it's not going to matter too much. It's all down to Wag in a 1v4 to try and bring this in. He just managed to find Bullet. He's a 1v3, very small HP. He's got 2 flashbangs in his back pocket, but nope, doesn't see that there was a little bit of a hole opened up by Cyber here, and he's going to go down for it. And then they're going to take round number 5, so things looking a little bit better for MIBR.
Is indeed, and now we look at round number 6, the final defense for Dragons, or final defense for MIBR, should I say, before Dragons, they get to have fun on their defense. Big one now. I feel if Dragons take this round, there is a big chance they take the map outright, because we know what MIBR in their attack, they have not looked strong either. Both teams, again, very 50-50 split. Literally 50-50 split. One team took the first map 8-7, the other took the other map 8-7. Completely down to the line. And now we head into Aviar Room and Games Room for MIBR. So they've won it once and also lost it once, and it was down to a very clutch impact grenade.
Yeah, it was kind of really mistimed from Black Dragons because PZD was expecting that impact to come through. So those of you who don't know, you can prone in the vault here. You can throw an impact through the drone hole, something that Remorse was the one who showed me how to do it. But yeah, like that's been a pretty prevalent strategy recently, especially with the bans that have gone down and the fact that, you know, and how we've gone through with this. So I mean, we'll have a look what MIBR want to do here, but it looks like the same sort of strategy and the same sort of overall feel, and again, with a very heavy roam strategy.
Yeah, holding towards living room and library leads me to believe that they're going to try and deny access not only that part of the map, but also give them some C4 potential. And if they can look at Black Dragons and see that, hey, they take quite a while to actually get their attack under wraps, whenever that time starts ticking away, those C4s start coming up, and that's how the rounds get won. Another roam game from Cyber. He's been on it tonight. Novies will come down to join him. So this basement being utilized by them. And still for Dragons, they have had a real big uphill struggle against the roamers, and they need to try and put an end to it. They need to try and break them and make them think twice about trying to go for the very clinical, precise crossfire roam game, 2v1 kind of thing that Dragons have been struggling with.
We'll have a look what MIBR want to do here, but more importantly, how are Black Dragons going to deal with this roam game? Well, they brought the Jackal, and Novice is going to start to get tracked out of that. And they should be able to track him down, but last time this wasn't successful, and again, it won't be. PZD are going to go down first of all, as Bullet will find an easy entry frag onto that. Now, a 4v5 situation, and Black Dragons not looking too good moving in. I like this repositioning from Hugs out of the shield, noticing that it is not a study site take.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever they can only push from one direction, it seems to be, it just gives you main stairs control. It allows you to hold down 90, and whenever that push comes in, that's going to be a high value target and a big avenue that Black Dragons want to try and use and abuse. So they've lost their Sophia, so stun potential, and also a way to kind of give them an option of clearing out some of the walls in towards the actual site to give them more crossfires. They should start to worry about that. Minute 15 to go. Dragons now gearing up to kind of go for a split bomb site push. As you can see, Panico rotating in towards Study to create another angle and make MIBR have to worry about trying to hold Study if there is somebody there. There's the first call come in, and now a minute to go. MIBR, they're in good shape. They're in good nick. And even the roamers and Cyber, he will start his approach. This should just be another round for MIBR, an easy one for them, because Dragons, they just can't attack.
Well, not looking too good at all, as this is, of course, the final defense for MIBR, and as we said, if Blood Dragons can bring this in, things are looking very good for them moving into the second half. But things not looking too good at all right now. Wag is on this flank quadrant looking for Cyber and see if he's pushed in, but no, he's going to come off it, and he's going to go down. That is diffused down as well as your main hard breacher. Cyber's still alive as well. This is not looking good at all. Smokes are going to go down and looks like they're going to try and force our execute regardless of what is happening right now as GDN goes deep and decides to try and plant, but Bullet with the Nitro will find live, and GDN desperately trying to plant as Panico desperately also trying to cover him now as well. Smoke is going to dissipate as well as GDN is going to be the last one alive for Black Dragons to try and bring this in, but no, he'll get put in the dirt. This is going to be all MIBR as they take the half 4-2.
Expected split. Pressure onto Dragons. They have to recreate what MIBR have done, and then pressure MIBR to make sure that they don't allow Dragons to do what they do best, and that is win those defense. I sense another overtime, James. It's looming. I can feel it in my bones.
This is crazy how we've seen so many 4-2 splits now, and that we've just gone to overtime. I mean, honestly, in a way, I feel this may again go to max overtime. We haven't seen either team really be able to get the one step up on the other, and this has been, for the most part, a pretty default kind of play style. So we'll move into round number 7. It is going to be an AVG defense to start with, and we'll see the first Maestro of the map.
Probably for the holding of 90, not bringing any denial like a Bandit, the 6th pick off the Kaid. So that would have probably helped them if they want to rely on the Bandit or the Impact trick instead of the Bandit trick. Sure, that's their own personal preference. They can go for that. So AVG, I'm sure they'll probably try and hold it similar to what MIBR did, where they kind of set up initially for like a study push. They could also have like a shield if they want to bring one of those, the same way MIBR did. Wonder if we'll see a roam game from Black Dragon. Sound like PZD just off on one, do exactly what Cyber did. I just see a lot of similarities between both these teams. Not only can both of them really excel in their defenses, and not only do both of them, they can attack. MIBR could change that though, and they could easily try and pull some rounds back into their favor. And this first round, I think, will be a real telltale sign of how the game's just gonna mold from here.
Well, we will indeed see how it is going to mold from here. This has to be a very dominant half from Black Dragons if they want to try and bring this back. I do believe that MIBR can do a lot of work themselves as well, though. We have seen an AVG defense fall before to Black Dragons' attack, even though it was a 2v5 clutch. We'll see how it does go down. We'll move further through. This will be round up 7. Of course, this will be the first attack for MIBR, and we'll see exactly what they're going to bring to the table here on Villa. Some nice drones going through, especially into the floor. We've seen that a couple times already tonight.
Just scanning. IQ. Looking for anything that she can. And Navi's will assist. Has the F2 in hand. We know how deadly this man can be on the trigger. But much slower. And no real roam game pressure being applied by Black Dragons. You look at what MIBR did. They were all over that other half of the map and really put quite a bit of strain onto Dragons. And they're just gearing up, so they're going to also equally go for a north side take, but they have pressure on 90, which is something that really Black Dragons didn't put either. So there is differences now, and it feels if MIBR, they look in a lot better shape.
They definitely are. Cyber going to be going for those pre-fires where he can as well to try and bring this in, but no picks either side just yet. But everyone's getting stacked up to try and push into games and see what they can do. Flashbangs are going to go out, and Novice just crawls his way into sight, but no, he'll get shut down by GDN. It's already the first pick going into the favor of Black Dragons. Still plenty of time left on the board, and GDN's ADS has been burned.
Don't get why he didn't look towards the bar. They knew that Maestro was there. Makes very little sense.
I think someone was watching from the games room door. I think M-King was, but he wasn't able to score the kill on GGDN before he got behind the bar again.
Bad plays. And oh, look, there's another inside of the map drone that we love to see. And, well, Hogsword will open up in toward Vault. No impact, though, however. Cyber gets a C4 Claymore kill, should I say, and that was on the main stairs that he prepped earlier. Still trying to peek on in. Trying to challenge bar. Study control, though, is in the hands of Dragons. They can try and play around with that. As, oh, well, this is fun.
This is unfortunate, but only 30 seconds left to go on the clock. We'll see Live and Cyber
we
both getting kills. We're back in the beam, and we're back in business right now. Thank God. As we'll see 20 seconds left to go on the clock. Live and GDM both very low HP. MIBR have control over the Vault side, but they've got to make something else work. Hogsdog could go in and try and go for a plant here, but he's going to have to be forced to plant on a soft wall. That could be the Bullet and wallbang coming through here, but it's not going to be going too well at all. Bullet trying to keep control over the site, but someone's just proned all the way in. Hogsdog going to go down. GDN still behind the bar to make something work, as Bullet will punish Live for crawling all the way in. It's all down to GDN to try and bring this in. The Maestro, the Alder, very, very powerful gun in his hands, but the diffuser slowly starting to do its work. The pre-fire's going out as well. It's going to be a very uphill battle for them to try and bring this in, but no, he won't be able to do so, and MIBR will win their very first attack.
Could this be it? This could be the turning now, as Black Dragons, they've slipped up. AVG being lost by them, but then again, MIBR, they also lost their first AVG defense, and we've seen similarities before, but this could be the big deciding round, and if we look back at this matchup, we could say, yeah, that was the round, that was the moment where it just became too far for Dragons to come back from it, so it gives them a nice, healthy 3-point gap. And now they get to go for the trophy, which we have not seen yet, as MIBR, they had no intention of defending this bomb site.
So we'll see a trophy room and statutory room coming through here for the very first time this map.
Attackers need to locate
I
and
still
defuse the
cannot
bomb.
understand why Black Dragons just refused, sorry, MIBR refused to go here during their defenses. It is often regarded as a core site, but MIBR did still pretty well during their defense halves, despite the fact they were constantly going to offsites. So, well, we'll see how it does go down. We'll see Black Dragons coming through. With their second defense, unable to find one so far, they've immediately switched up. I think that's definitely the way to go about it, considering your opponents are 2 rounds away from knocking you out.
See how things go around for them.
10 seconds to insert.
As we look ahead towards our trophy statuary, of course. Set up from Dragons, a lot of information. You have the Valkyrie, you have the Maestro. MIBR not really changing up anything either, but I feel as if they don't need to. Everything... Also, if you look at both sides, there's like a lot of counters, like Twitch counters Maestro, IQ counters Valkyrie, even look at Kite, it counters Hibana. There's a lot of back and forth a little bit, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a lot of hard counters actually quite heavily available here from both sides, and we'll see how that does indeed play out in terms of utility. But we'll get into the round. This will be round number 8, of course, the second attack for MIBR. This may not be too much of a decisive round, but it could be an important round.
Oh, I think it's decisive. Well, I think if MIBR, if they win this, that should just be them ready to go. If Black Dragons... if they pull it back, then they do have a little bit of a rebound factor, and they can, of course, just do what MIBR did, and, well, there's the first couple of kills coming in, and Live takes full advantage of Cyber as he was just hunting for some food, and, well, he doesn't get any. Novi's very quickly, swiftly moves out of there, doesn't want to try and leave him up in a 1 versus 1 against the Jaeger, but still, it's a Legion for your IQ. I'd probably rather have the IQ over the Legion. Valkyrie cameras are a thing.
I'm kind of amazed that Novice wasn't able to trade that out instantly, but I'm kind of glad that he didn't try to after a while, because I feel like that's just an easy way to get yourself killed. It is going to be a 4v4 situation, of course, as drones aren't going to be going out from MIBR across the board. But do you see someone up on red stairs still? However, MIBR moving slowly, but they've got plenty of time still to work with. Also, a lot of utility available. I mean, King still has his 2 air jabs available.
Why hasn't he used them, though? Perhaps just waiting for the precise moment. That could be an option. Red stairs is probably going to be their next option they want to try and sanction off, and well, they will do so. Navi's is crept in. Bullet on the flank, places a claymore. Now they've covered their back ends. It's all about how well they can hold their nerve and hold their bottle as they try and push in towards the 2 door frames. I'm surprised why we haven't seen the triple wall be opened up yet, but perhaps those kite charges are too much of a nuisance for Hugzord to try and eliminate. So it's going to be just a force your way in kind of momentum swing for MIBR, but that's a really risky one. You are literally at the mercy of grouping up and an LMG firing through. There's the C4 from below. And well, I think Black Dragons, they managed to claw this one back unless MIBR can pull off some moments of magic. But instead, we see a vanishing act from Live as now he appears and reappears out of nowhere. And Bullet also bites the dust. And Black Dragons just...
How did Live just get those 2 kills? That was insane gunplay coming out from Live there to be able to pick up 2 very important frags to bring in the round for Black Dragons. But MIBR still in a pretty good situation here, I would say, having taken that AVG site. So now we're going to be going to an offsite. It's going to be living room and library defense. Black Dragons they just do not want to go back to AVG whatsoever.
Library, though, we've seen MIBR hold this. Let's see how their kind of hold differs compared to what they had. Operator lineup choices. Much more heavy movement, I would say, from Black Dragons. Only bringing the 1 heavy. MIBR, though, again, another very similar lineup to what Black Dragons brought. Just reinforces how evenly and similar both of these teams are playing right now.
I just don't even know what to think at this point. I think that these 2 teams are just so insanely evenly matched right now. There's just neither of them are still being able to get the leg up on the other one. This is going to be a pretty decisive round though, because if MIBR can win this offsite and Black Dragons will refuse to go back to Aviator, then I don't know really what their options are at that point. I think that Black Dragons will have to go back to AVG at some point.
10 seconds remaining.
MIBR still looking good to bring in this series, but Black Dragons, of course, we've only just barely started to scratch the surface of their own defenses.
Attacker's objective is to defuse the
So
bomb.
now we look into really how MIBR can deal with a library. Setup from Dragons leads me to believe that they're all about trying to hold that living room more so towards the library, but again, still having that element of a roam game is similar to what MIBR did. They will hold above and try and utilize everything they can add in with their aggressive roam nature that we know that PZD and Live can bring with their great gun skill and impressive plays that they've had. As we start to move into the opening attacking phase now for MIBR, they look as if they're going to go for a quick roam sweep. Started in towards east and north side and then working their way over. And not a lot of self-destruction, so even if they do clear above, they can't really utilize the vertical control that they can gain. The only thing I see there is either some breaching charges being brought by some operators like Navi's and also the sidearm shotgun that Cyber has, but knowing him, he'll just try and go for the kills more than anything.
Potentially. We'll see Cyber is going to be trying to go for his Jackal tracking and seeing exactly what's going on in the site. You should be able to find some good info coming out here. There has been a pretty aggressive roam game coming out from both teams. Black Dragons has had some success with it so far. Especially in the form of like Live as well. Like Live last round, getting that really important opening pick.
Just taking their time again, it's Villa. very open map. You have to make sure everything is coordinated and sanctioned off away from defenders, and they look as if they're gearing up now all of a sudden away from the top floor control and into a living room attack. This is expected. This is like the common attack that teams would want to try and display, because it's very easy to gain control off the bomb site, and it's a very simple plant behind a massive blind spot. So now for MIBR, it's all about how well they can hold their crossfire angles and try and bait out some of that deniability that Dragons still have. They have the smoke, they have some C4s lurking around. I wonder if this upstairs pressure that they can apply is going to try and come in to bite them. Okay, so now they know Maestro's in behind the shield. And how can MIBR react to this and try and eliminate it? They do have Sophia, who could come over and try and impact it away, and that would definitely open things up, but still, it's going to be a rough one. And this is going to come right down to the wire. Whoever wins these opening engagements, they're going to win the round.
Yeah, we'll see how that is going to be indeed going down. We don't see MIBR really going for that too much vertical pressure. The smoke is going to be coming out from both sides, actually. Cyber puts out his own smoke. He's also going to be going for that suppressing fire as well as Bullet, trying to do some work on this upstairs area. King shutting down Red Hole rotates as well as those Astro Style rotates as well. It should be going pretty well for MIBR in terms of setup, but they need opening picks, but they're not going to be giving them. 3 kills go in the favor of Black Dragons, and they completely shut down this attack from MIBR. Hold on to Bullet and M-King to try and bring this in. M-King pushes around, tries to recover the fuser, will go for it. He does find 1, but he's got to find 4 more in 3 seconds, and no, it doesn't look like it's going to happen whatsoever. Black Dragons will clinch the round, and so things continue down this normal trend.
Oh, it's just so back and forth. Are we gonna go for another overtime with, again, another max overtime? Will we see all 45 rounds? I feel as if we're barreling down towards that route, James. I really do.
It really does look like that.
Still up in the air, though. MIBR, they have that lead. Only a 1-gap lead. Well, let's see if they can make it work. AVG now. 4 Dragons. This is the attack that MIBR won. It was down to some quick thinking, and I don't know. It's just still can go either way. I don't see a clear favorite.
If this goes to overtime, it'll be the 5th overtime we've had today.
Expected though in the semifinals, isn't it?
This is how close these matches have been, and it should really kind of say to you, okay, these are the teams that really do deserve to win and all go to OGA. We'll see how that is going to be going down as we move to round number 10. We will go back to AVG. Last time, this was a pretty decisive win from MIBR. Like, don't forget, when Black Dragons win this attack, it was a 2v5 clutch coming out from Panico, mainly. So, if you look at this back, and you look at how MIBR attacked this, they had control of Vault, they had so much control so early on with that Master Push. They managed to shut down the Roamers and the Flankers as well, with the Claymore on main stairs, and it was just so much more clinical from MIBR. Clearly are going to be very, very aware of how they want to attack this. This is going to be a decisive round for Black Dragons, because if they can win this, they've already won the 2 other sides that they've been to. So if they can win this, they put themselves in a very good position.
Yeah, they could win it. We could easily see a quick sweep and a 7-5 victory for Dragons. But they have to get there first, James. Now, MIBR, they gear up, and I wonder if it's going to give them, again, some great opportunities to try and utilize their fragging potential for AVG with a very stern and swift north side take. Nade gets tossed in, but doesn't really land anything from it, as it will be the man inside of 90. Oh, gets it down, there you go. But that's all he really gets.
He doesn't get the kill just yet, but there we go, as I say, Cyber picks up that kill for free, and that'll be a bit of 90 control now going to the favor of MIBR. Things looking very, very good for them indeed. Novice going to be pushing through onto the aviator doorway from Study and see what he can do from this side. Drones are going to go ahead of him. Novice made a very critical error last time where he tried to push all the way in the last time. Let's see if he does it again.
Go for it. Make the play. Makes sense. Bullet, though, gearing up towards the 90, and we'll try and eliminate said Maestro Cameron. Basically, he just frees up Cyber. If he wants to repel in, he can go for it. Oh, the quick swing around from Live, I believe, has nailed him in the back with a couple of shotgun pellets, and still here. Flashbang sends him back into from whence he came. Novice has been picked back up. So MIBR there still have that kill advantage, but they've lost some HP in Novice, and they will instead push all of their efforts towards Study rather than the north side, which we've seen last time. Makes a lot more sense whenever you're trying to utilize having Habana pellets, and they get stopped by the Electroclaw. Yeah, it did. I didn't hear it go off, so that's an even bigger blip now onto the radar from MIBR, and they can't really eliminate that, but it doesn't matter. Instead, they're going to go for kills. Live responds, though, in return of that, and now we're into a 3-on-4.
This is still looking really good for MIBR, and they have that man advantage. They've got loads of time still to work with here. But of course, they've got to deal with the impact tracking and overall denial, as well as a flank coming out from Panico as he slowly makes his way up onto the main stairs. Finds one, finds two! Oh my god, what a play from Panico. He'll catch out M-King with his Pokeball. And that could have been round just completely won there by Blood Dragons. What a complete throw by them, not looking towards their main stairs.
Ah yes, let's bring a Nomad and let's not place it on the flanks. Makes a ton of sense. And now they've paid for it. They've paid with their souls. Both of them stacking up outside of the main corridor, looking entry in towards bar. One in vault, one behind said bar. And this should be an easy closeout from Dragons, you would imagine. And yes, it will be. There's one dead and still a 1v2. But Hugzord not in a position to plant. Bearing down his neck is the two remaining defenders, and it should be an easy cleanup for Dragons unless they throw this one away. And see, they're now gathering around him. Gooey Mines get tossed in, but no time, no way out. And Dragons, after a massive misstep from MIBR, they've pulled it back now. That nice looking 3-point gap that we discussed, it no longer exists. Are Dragons gonna pull us all the way back and take us to what, 7-5? No way, no, surely not, James.
Well, they're going to be going to statutory. Well, yeah, there we go. And this was a pretty decisive win for them last time. There was so many... Oh, no, they're going to get kitchen. I mean, this was good as well. There's been so many insane kills coming out from Live, just across the board. The last time they went statutory as well, the amount of times that he got 2 kills while prone as well, I just cannot understand how he's being able to get those kills. But I think maybe we'll see the Lion. No, okay. I thought maybe we'd see the 6-pick Lion because Hugzord did kind of tease it, but we'll see
You're
the pulse.
obsessed with a Lion 6-pick, aren't you?
I think it's a good play.
Lion's not good though, bro.
I think he has his place.
No. Just not good.
Okay.
He just doesn't do anything. He just really doesn't. Like, there's a mute right there. I just don't think Lion has that impact anymore. I just don't think it does. I've always said that. I've been very adamant about it. But hey, you think Lion works, and works for you. Just my understanding that the fact that you basically sacrifice another operator to bring in intel information is the thing is though, it's not even guaranteed intel either. We've seen Lion pop their scans and nobody's scanned anything. You're telling me people can't stand still for 2 seconds? And even if they do, you get alibi pinged. How many times do we see somebody get killed by alibi pings? Not a lot.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a look at how things are going to go down as we move into round number 11. We see the kitchen defense for the first time from Black Dragons. I like their ability to just like stay ahead of the curve here in terms of what they want to do and what site they want to go to. And just not letting MIBR catch up to them. But Cyber's actually going to be already finding his way into the site, it looks like, as a quick nade should come over the table here. Oh, it's a C4 in response, but no, there's no kill just yet. So far
hey, you
from
take
either
that,
side.
I'll take this.
Yeah.
That's what they said to each other. And well, luckily, both of them still have their lives intact. And GDN now can resume this position with the pulse scanner, gaining that information to see where they're positioned. I was really worried that MIBR would just try and walk into the bomb site, but no, they've backed their way up. So it will be a laundry take. I wonder if the upstairs rotation will come in and they're still going to try and pressure bedroom, because you would like to expect them to do that whenever they bring the buck.
So, we'll have a look how things are going to go further down as Live is going to pick up Novice for free. There goes the first pick of the round, and Live still being a top fragger for Blood Dragons. More smokes are going to go out onto those pantry stairs, and that's going to allow Live to play very aggressively with that SAS shotgun up onto the pantry stairs. Looks like he's actually going to go for the peek. The nade comes out, but gets caught out by the ADS. How does that happen? And how did he not get the kill?
How does he miss those then? Didn't trust in the shotgun, and now MIBR, they still have a back foot advantage, and I like that rotation though. I like the rotation from Live. It just, again, leads him into like in a very aggressive position that perhaps they're not expecting. Cyber makes the rotation up through main stairs this time around, and will put down Panico. Cyber? Now he's in a great position to try and entry in towards Tarps, and even makes the rotation right up towards the top floor. Bullet, he's been gifted himself a kill, and Cyber, he's just walking around the map, picking them off left, right, and center. And Dragons are at the back. Foot advantage for them, a 2v4. GDN alive, need to make it happen for them. And hey, it's winnable. We've seen them do that before.
Live is going to go down and out of it. It's all down to GDN to try and bring this in a 1v4 with the UMP. It's doable, but it's very, very difficult. You just see one, but no, just so many crossfires established, and MIBR will bring in the round. So things looking very, very even. MIBR put themselves again on match and series point. This is not looking good.
Cyber just walks around the map and picks up kill just there, and nobody's stopping him. He's a man on a mission, he really is. And now we look towards round number 12. Will we see the OT, or can MIBR book their way into the finals here and now and leave Black Dragons with a very sour taste in their mouth? Still, I think no matter what happens, both of these teams have played to a level we have not seen them play to in a very long time. You know, when was the last time we've seen both of these teams play at this level?
It's a good point. That is a really good point, because MIBR and Black Dragons both have been contesting stuff in Pro League, but Pro League's, you know, best of one. It's not
they've
really
never really
comparable
been there,
to this.
have they?
It's yeah, no, it is an interesting one. Obviously, like, people should be aware this isn't the Black Dragons from the Year 2 Season 3 Pro League finals. That team is now Liquid.
Yep.
So yeah, this is. Well, I mean, this is a big opportunity for both these teams. MIBR kind of fallen from grace, and Black Dragon's still on the up and up, it looks like. Let's have a look how it does go down, but of course, if this goes to overtime, this is looking all Black Dragons, honestly, because they start defense in OT. So, we'll have a look how this is going to be going down, as we'll see MIBR with their next attack, and could very well be their final attack if they are able to bring it in. 1 round away from securing their spot in the OGA finals.
3 minutes. That's the long they have to make this round happen. Trophy Statuary is what they attack. Dragons, they did defend it the last time they played here. Can they recreate that once more and try and paint us another pretty picture of them and how well they can play this map? Or MIBR finally being able to ruin everything for Dragons and join Liquid in the finals. So MIBR, they're gearing up, I think, pretty standardly in towards the bedroom, and we haven't seen a whole lot of pressure being added in towards this map. And honestly, an interesting fact that we can throw in here, not a single Thermite pick. That's strange, isn't it, James?
Reloading, cover me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not completely out there because it's quite hard to impact trick Habanas, and we have seen a decent amount of impact tricking coming out already, something we did already mention on Clubhouse as well. But yeah, no, it's interesting that both teams would have that same mentality, but it's going to be Live who picks up the opening frag of the round.
Just
M-King
peeked.
already off the board.
Just peeked through bathroom window. Takes a lot of damage for it, though. But still, that is the Nomad gone, so any air jabs that she had still, it's going to be gone. An interesting play now for Dragons, as they have gave up observatory control and they fully reinforced the triple wall. I don't know how I feel about this because we never see this. He's just nearly killed. Is he trying to reset him, or was that like by accident? I don't know.
Like he's trying to reset him, but also that may have been an accident as well. Live is basically on 1 HP.
1 HP now. Oh my word. They also have opened up in towards the observatory. This is the first time I think I've ever seen this wall be opened up. Ever. And Vil has been out for over a year. That's ludicrous.
Bullet going to be holding down this nice angle. He's going to know there is a Legion deep in there. And not able to pick up any kills, however. It's going to be Novice coming through onto 90. He's going to get that kill onto Panico.
He could be the man. This could be the guy to try and pull MIBR out of this, and Live still 1 HP in a dream. Picks up another kill. Hogsword gone, but there's the refrag from Cyber, but has been downed in the process. Novice gets caught out red stairs, and Dragons look as if they may be in it to fight yet again. Another round for them. Still, though, a 2v3. He's picked up Cyber. Now Bullet has Diffuser, rotates around. That triple wall isn't open for them. Still trying to creep on in. They don't know Live is tucked away in the corner towards the trophy room. But Prefire has to come in. Still holding firm, a great crossfire being established. A quick peek should happen now for MIBR, but they've been caught out. There's one kill for Live, another one, but now it's a 1 versus 1. Valkyrie versus the Buck. Cyber low HP, PZD, still healthy enough. Has the diffuser trying to go for the plant. Wonder if he has a C4 to try and deny this. Yes, he does, and it should be an easy toss in. Sees the man run past, and there's the kill. Black Dragons are still in it. They fight for the 3rd time in this series. We're going OT.
This is the 5th OT we've had today. The 5th overtime. This is how close we've been, but 3 rounds will decide our winner. And if this goes to maximum overtime again, I'm going to lose my mind.
Well, there's only 3 more rounds. That's like the thing you have to look forward to, James, is that we're done after potentially 3 rounds.
That's true, but it's like, how have these teams been so close that it's gone to maximum overtime every single time they've gone against each other? It's going to be a living room and library defense here.
You know that meme whenever it's like you have 2 photos and it's like, can you tell the difference? And it's, oh, they're the same picture. That's happening right now.
Right.
They are the same team.
They're very equal. Cyber and Live have just been absolute monsters. Look, Cyber. 17 and 7, doing the work.
I tell Ness just needs to step away. Ness needs to slip on past. We have the new model. We have the T2000.
I feel like Cyber's been the one who's just walking around and he just dumps his people all over the place, right? But Live has just gotten the most ridiculous kills that he should not have been able to get away with. Like just last round, he just peeks bathroom window, he just kills a Nomad, and he gets away with it. I could not believe that. But we'll see Black Dragons. Now going to go onto the defense to start with. Things looking very good for them to bring this in. But honestly, this could just go either way. MIBR majorly has to step up though if they want to secure their ticket to Croatia.
6-6. All to play for, overtime. First defense for Black Dragons. They get the upper hand in this battle, and now the pressure is on MIBR. Are we really gonna look at it and think the teams who start at defense, they have just won outright? Every single overtime that we've had, it's always been defender-sided wins. So MIBR, they need to try and break this.
Oh.
They're gonna go for a rush. One's been down, but still there's the refrag. They're in the site. How are we going to see Dragons try and pull this in? A lot more explosives come in, and still MIBR, they're trying to hold firm. Hugsor trying to go for the plant. There needs to be a response now. Dragons, none of them are in a position. This could be it. This could be the retake. This could be the moment for MIBR, but it's still all even, a free. There's a man upstairs trying to find some kill holes. Oh, but there's the kill now coming in for Ash. It's a 2-on-3. Novi's equalizes it into their favor even more so, and PZD, he's holding firm in towards red, but that crossfire established by Bullet's going to be a tough one to try and take apart, and yes, PZD struggling with it. Live, you have to try and hold on to this. You're inside the bathroom. You need to try and get out of there, but Novi shuts you down, and MIBR, for the first time, after 7 overtime rounds, we actually see the attack pull away.
How is this going so close to the wire? But we said that MIBR really need to step into the board if they want to bring this in, and they did indeed, winning the first attack overtime we've seen. This is looking very squiffy so far. MIBR in a very good place so now to bring this in. They're going to go to Aviator and Games Room, which has been a pretty decisive win for them across the board, except for that one round where Panico clutched that 2v5. So, hopefully MIBR don't throw this away, and this is all in their court once again to try and bring this in. But Black Dragons are going to be very upset with this. So upset, they've brought the Lion and they brought the Monty.
I don't like this one bit, and I feel as if they've just threw away their chances. Last time we tried to see them bring a Montagna, guess what happened? Absolutely neutralized due to a smoke and a lesion. Oh, look at MIBR. There's a smoke and there's a lesion.
So I don't mind this as much because I like the kind of like Jackal Monty Lion combo. Like if the Monty moves up to somewhere and the Lion forces them to stand still, or they're standing still while the Jackal is tracking them as well. Like Black Dragons have had a big issue, and so has MIBR to be fair, of isolating roamers and taking them off the board. Cyber and Live especially have done so much work just getting kills on the roam. So I don't mind this. But no hard breacher for Villa Aviation? I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yeah, to have the smoke, they can sanction off so many avenues. Cyber, going for the roam game. Again, I would imagine he's been deadly on it tonight, just like a blade in the night. You can't really see it coming. Look for a spawn kill, though. But, I don't know, Black Dragons, you've took a big risk. If it pays off for you, then hey, it works. You live to fight another round, but still, Montagna has not worked for you. It hasn't done what you were kind of expecting for it to do on Clubhouse. Why should it be any different on Villa? See how the push comes in. The fact that they don't have Art Breach basically neutralizes the study option, because they can't open up that quad wall. They have to come in from north side. It has to be at the push.
They could push one person in study and going for that kind of hammer and anvil strategy, but yeah, other than that, like the main push cannot come from study. They don't have a hard breacher. They're gonna have to push the backside through landing, and they're gonna have to make their way through onto the aviator door that way instead. I suppose games room door is also kind of an option here, but it's gonna be very, very hard for them to actually push through that area. Most likely, we're gonna see a vault door plan if they do actually manage to get to the site. But I like the ability from Black Dragons to actually adapt and like see what's going wrong for them. If anything, like the Jackal is going to make the roamer's job harder to actually come up for those surprise flanks, even if they don't go hunting roamers.
So half the round gone now for Dragons. They have made their way in towards 90. No kills really to bear from it. Just waiting to see if anybody wants to rear their head. And again, they haven't managed to check Cyber, and he's crouching up in towards main stairs. Montagna stacked out upside B, but there's Cyber. There's the lurking man who has been the issue, and he's been on another planet. He is just flying so high, and once more Wag, he has to contend with the smokes and the goo mines.
Cyber is single-handedly winning this for MIBR so far. He's been fragging out of his mind, both on this map and the previous map of Clubhouse as well. Let's see how things do continue to go down. Cyber is making his way into study now. Panico, and of course GDN is contesting that as well. They're trying to make their way through into Aviator Door. The Nitro comes through! What a throw coming out from Novice as Cyber finds one of his own. It's all down to Wag and Panico to try and bring this in. If they cannot win this 2v5 together, it's going to be all over. Panico has won a 2v5 before in this situation. We'll see if he can do it again. Wag going to drop his shield and just raise it up again, waiting for Panico to push out from his backside. Novice is going to take down Wag, leaving Panico in a 1v5 to try and bring this in. Pops his last EU1D. He's got to find 5 kills in 20 seconds if he wants to bring this in. If he does it, it's the clutch of the century. He has Diffuser.
Not a chance.
He'll do find one, but no, instantly gets traded down. MIBR will take the round and they'll take the series. They're going to Croatia. They're going to be booking their ticket to the OGA finals along with Liquid.
Yep, no way that was ever gonna happen. MIBR, Cyber, take a bow. You deserve everything you get now because you played the best game of Siege we've had all tournament. That was incredible by that man. 45 rounds potentially. We seen 44, just missing out on the last one. But hey, MIBR, I feel expected to win that, but not in that fashion. Both teams should be going out of that matchup. Yes, one of them lost, one of them did win. But both of them had phenomenal Siege, and the best Siege we've seen them play by far.
Yeah, absolutely stunning. Let's have a look at the bracket and see how things have worked out. And you can see that MIBR had a massive upset. They were the only team in the best of 16 that dropped a map against Looking for Org. They moved through into the quarters and pulled a huge upset against Team 1. And now in the closest matchup that we've had all tournament, across all regions, MIBR very narrowly clinched the win against Black Dragons and will book their ticket to Croatia. What a couple of series we've just had, Demo.
Liquid, MIBR, if you look at it, I would kind of say that two teams that deserve to be there in the kind of pedigree. They're the two longest standing teams that we kind of have around, of course, excluding FaZe and NIP, who we know don't have to play this competition because they're in Japan. Well, let's not touch upon that at the moment. But still, for both of these teams, is the real boost that they need. Liquid to kind of prove themselves and show that they can still be the best team in Latin America.
Yeah.
And for MIBR to really say that, no, we're actually not the worst team in Latin America, and we are still that world-class team that everybody's used to seeing.
Yeah, I mean, just some incredible series, an absolutely incredible day that has worked out so far, but that's going to be all for us for tonight. I've been Stern, I've been joined by the wonderful Demo, and that's be all for us for tonight. Catch us tomorrow for the North American semifinals where we decide our next two teams that will be booking their ticket to the OGA finals, but for now, goodbye and good night.
Stunning! They are the champions!
Predict the outcome, win the game. Get live coverage and schedules for your favorite tournaments. Analyze, predict, and vote to gain points. Compete with other esports fans and climb the leaderboards. Strafe, everything esports. Download now on iOS and Android.